Do you wake up each morning looking forward to that warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal? Perhaps thinking it's the perfect start to a heart-healthy day. It's a feeling so many of us share. A simple pleasure. A wholesome ritual that's been passed down through generations. We're often told oatmeal is incredibly good for us, packed with fiber, helping with digestion, and keeping our cholesterol in check. And for the most part, that's absolutely true. Oatmeal can be a powerhouse of nutrition, a real friend to our digestive system and our hearts as we get older. But what if I told you that something as innocent and beneficial as oatmeal, when combined with certain everyday ingredients, could actually turn into a silent saboteur, potentially causing more harm than good right there in your stomach? It's a painful reality that many of us are unknowingly making choices that undermine the very health benefits we seek. We pour in what we think are healthy additions, only to accidentally create a combination that can hinder nutrient absorption, spike blood sugar, and even lead to discomfort. It's a secret that many nutrition guides don't highlight, something that could be subtly impacting your energy levels, your digestion, and your overall well-being. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 common foods that you might be mixing with your oatmeal. Foods that, surprisingly, can turn your healthy breakfast into a less than ideal start to your day. Understanding these combinations can make all the difference in how you feel and how your body truly benefits from your morning meal. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. A simple change that could unlock a whole new level of well-being. Now, let's really dive into these surprising combinations, starting with one that's almost a given for many of us: adding dairy milk to our oatmeal. For years, we've been told that milk builds strong bones, and it certainly has its place in a healthy diet. But when it comes to your oatmeal, especially if you're looking to get the maximum nutritional punch, traditional cow's milk can actually hinder the absorption of some key nutrients from the oats themselves. You see, oatmeal is rich in a substance called phytic acid, which is a naturally occurring compound found in many grains and seeds. Phytic acid, when combined with calcium from dairy milk, can form insoluble compounds. What does this mean for you? It means that the iron and zinc that are so abundant in your wholesome oats, those vital minerals that keep your energy up and your immune system strong, might not be as readily available for your body to absorb. It's like putting 2 good things together and accidentally canceling out some of their best features. For those of us over 60, getting enough iron is incredibly important for preventing fatigue and keeping our minds sharp. And zinc plays a crucial role in immune function, something we all need to prioritize. So, while a splash of milk might make your oatmeal creamy, it could be a silent obstacle to you getting all the benefits you expect. The good news is, you don't have to give up creaminess. Consider plant-based alternatives like unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or even just plain water for cooking your oats. These options allow your body to absorb those valuable minerals from the oats much more effectively. Another common culprit that can turn your oatmeal from a health hero into a hidden hazard is added sugar. Or even worse, those highly processed syrups like corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. We're talking about the white granular sugar, brown sugar, or even that tempting drizzle of maple syrup or honey that many of us add for sweetness. While a little natural sweetness from fruit can be lovely, an excessive amount of added sugars, especially refined ones, creates a rapid surge in your blood sugar levels. For those of us navigating our later years, managing blood sugar is paramount. A sudden spike and then a crash can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and even hungry again sooner than you'd like. It's like setting off a firework in your body's delicate metabolic system. Over time, these consistent sugar spikes can contribute to insulin resistance, increase inflammation throughout the body, and even impact cognitive function. Think about it: you're having oatmeal for sustained energy, but with too much added sugar, you might be setting yourself up for an energy slump mid-morning. Instead of reaching for the sugar jar, try sweetening your oatmeal naturally. A handful of fresh berries, sliced banana, or a tiny sprinkle of cinnamon can add wonderful flavor without the glycemic roller coaster. If you absolutely need a touch more sweetness, a very small amount of stevia or monk fruit extract, natural zero-calorie sweeteners, could be an option. But even then, moderation is key. It's all about finding that balance where your oatmeal truly nourishes you. And speaking of sweeteners, let's talk about something else that might seem like a healthy swap but can also cause issues: artificial sweeteners. Many of us turn to these thinking we were making a healthier choice, avoiding the calories and sugar spikes of traditional sugar. But ingredients like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin can have their own set of problems, especially when consumed regularly. Emerging research suggests that these artificial sweeteners can negatively impact your gut microbiome, that incredible community of beneficial bacteria living in your digestive system. These tiny residents play a huge role in everything from your digestion and nutrient absorption to your immune system and even your mood. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, it can lead to digestive discomfort, bloating, and may even affect your body's ability to regulate blood sugar over time, ironically counteracting the very reason many people use them. Your oatmeal, in its natural state, is a wonderful food for supporting a healthy gut because of its fiber content. Adding artificial sweeteners can inadvertently undermine that benefit. So, if you're looking to sweeten your oatmeal, remember that nature offers the best options. Now that we've discussed how dairy milk, refined sugars, and artificial sweeteners can throw a wrench into your healthy oatmeal routine, let's explore more surprising combinations that might be lurking in your pantry. Moving right along, let's consider a choice that many people make, thinking they're boosting their vitamin C intake: high-acid fruits like oranges, lemons, or even grapefruits when added directly into your hot oatmeal. While these fruits are undoubtedly packed with nutrients and wonderful for you in general, their highly acidic nature can sometimes clash with the creamy, complex carbohydrates in oatmeal, especially for those of us with sensitive stomachs or prone to indigestion. Imagine mixing a very strong lemon juice with something very mild and starchy. It can sometimes lead to a feeling of sourness or even heartburn for some individuals. The warmth of the oatmeal can sometimes accentuate this acidic reaction. Our digestive systems, as we mature, sometimes become a little more delicate, and sudden shifts in pH can be noticeable. While it might not be toxic in the literal sense, it can certainly lead to discomfort, bloating, or acid reflux, which is the last thing you want after a supposedly healthy breakfast. Instead of mixing them directly into your bowl, enjoy these vibrant, acidic fruits on the side, perhaps as a refreshing juice alongside your meal or as a separate snack later in the morning. This way, you still get all their wonderful benefits without potentially causing an upset tummy right at the start of your day. It's a simple shift that can make a big difference in how you feel. Next up, let's talk about certain protein powders. Many active individuals, including many over 60 who are consciously trying to maintain muscle mass, add protein powder to their oatmeal. And on the surface, this sounds like a great idea. Protein is essential, and combining it with oats can make for a very filling and balanced meal. However, not all protein powders are created equal. Some common issues arise when you choose protein powders that are heavily processed, contain artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, or a long list of unpronounceable ingredients. These additives can cause digestive distress, bloating, and even stomach cramps for some people, especially when combined with the fiber-rich oats. Your body has to work harder to break down these complex, man-made substances, which can lead to discomfort rather than the sustained energy you're looking for. Furthermore, some whey protein powders, particularly those high in lactose, can be problematic for individuals who are lactose intolerant, which becomes more common as we age. When lactose from the protein powder interacts with the oats, it can create a perfect storm for digestive upset. The key here is to be discerning. If you want to add protein to your oatmeal, opt for a very clean, unsweetened protein powder with minimal ingredients, or consider natural protein boosters like a spoonful of nut butter made from just nuts, chia seeds, or hemp seeds. These provide healthy fats and fiber along with protein, working synergistically with your oats Another surprising food to be mindful of is excessive amounts of dried fruits, especially those with added sugars or sulfites. While a few raisins or cranberries can add a burst of flavor and natural sweetness, many commercially available dried fruits are coated in extra sugar, turning them into little sugar bombs. This, combined with the natural sugars in the fruit itself and the carbohydrates in the oats, can lead to a significant blood sugar spike. Much like what happens with refined sugars. Beyond the sugar content, some dried fruits are treated with sulfites to preserve their color and extend shelf life. For some sensitive individuals, sulfites can cause adverse reactions, including digestive issues, headaches, or even breathing difficulties. As we age, our bodies can become more sensitive to these kinds of additives. It's always best to check the ingredient label and choose unsweetened, sulfite-free dried fruits whenever possible, and use them sparingly as a garnish rather than a main component. A small sprinkle of organic dried cranberries or a few chopped dates is very different from half a cup of heavily sweetened mixed fruit. Remember, the goal is to enhance your oatmeal, not overwhelm it with hidden sugars or problematic preservatives. Finally, let's turn our attention to certain processed nut butters. Now, please don't misunderstand me. Natural nut butters, made from just peanuts or almonds and maybe a touch of salt, are fantastic sources of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. They can be a wonderful addition to your oatmeal. The issue arises with highly processed nut butters that often contain added sugars, hydrogenated oils, or artificial emulsifiers. The added sugars contribute to the same blood sugar problems we discussed earlier. Hydrogenated oils, or trans fats, are notoriously bad for heart health and can promote inflammation in the body, which is something we are actively trying to avoid as we get older. These unhealthy fats can also make the overall meal feel heavier and slower to digest. Counteracting the light, comforting feeling of oatmeal. The artificial emulsifiers found in some processed nut butters are also a concern, as they can potentially disrupt your gut microbiome. Similar to artificial sweeteners, when choosing a nut butter for your oatmeal, take a moment to read the label. Look for brands that list only nuts as the ingredient, or perhaps nuts and a tiny bit of salt. Avoid anything with added sugars, corn syrup, or partially hydrogenated oils. A creamy, natural peanut butter or almond butter swirled into your oats can add a wonderful richness and boost of nutrition without any of the hidden pitfalls of their processed counterparts. It's about making a conscious choice to select the purest form of these beneficial foods. So, there you have it, those 7 seemingly innocent additions that can subtly shift your healthy oatmeal into something less beneficial, even problematic. We talked about how dairy milk can hinder nutrient absorption, and why those added refined sugars and artificial sweeteners can wreak havoc on your blood sugar and gut health. We explored how acidic fruits might cause discomfort for some, and why certain processed protein powders and excessive dried fruits with their hidden sugars and sulfites might be best avoided. And finally, we uncovered the pitfalls of processed nut butters filled with unhealthy additives. It might sound like a lot to remember, but honestly, it boils down to some very simple principles. Choose whole, unprocessed ingredients. Read your labels carefully, and listen to your body. Remember, oatmeal itself is a true nutritional gem, especially for us as we age. It's packed with soluble fiber, which is wonderful for digestion, helps manage cholesterol, and keeps you feeling full and satisfied. The goal isn't to scare you away from your comforting morning bowl, but to empower you with knowledge so you can truly optimize its benefits. Small changes, even tiny tweaks to your daily routine, can make a monumental difference to your health and happiness as you navigate your golden years. Instead of dairy milk, try water or unsweetened plant milks. Swap out refined sugars for a sprinkle of fresh berries or a dash of cinnamon. If you use protein powder, go for the cleanest, purest option you can find, or stick to natural sources like nuts and seeds. Enjoy your high-acid fruits separately. And be mindful of the added ingredients in dried fruits and nut butters. These aren't drastic overhauls. They're gentle adjustments that can lead to profound improvements in how you feel, your energy levels, and your overall well-being. Your body is incredibly resilient and responsive. And even at this stage of life, it's never too late to make choices that nourish it from the inside out. I really hope this conversation has given you some helpful insights and new ways to think about your breakfast. What are your favorite ways to enjoy oatmeal? Or do you have any healthy additions you swear by? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your wisdom and insights are so valuable to this community, and we can all learn from each other. If you found this information useful, please do give this video a thumbs up, a like, as it really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this knowledge. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more practical advice and inspiring content designed specifically for living your best life. Your health journey is a continuous one, and every conscious choice you make contributes to a more vibrant, energetic future. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep thriving. Live your best life at every age.